All right, boys and girls of the Mirko, welcome to a video. Wait, what video? Falcons vs Twisted Minds analysis video. Yeah, it is currently 1:40 a.m. Tuesday, 26th of August. So, you guys have requested for this match in particular. Everybody's been talking about the Twisted Minds win. This was a shocker to me. I did not expect Twisted Minds to beat Falcons either. I actually put Twisted Minds in like the bottom of the standings, just looking at their roster, expecting some of these newer members not to perform in their first season, just like Lazy Esports' lineup with AP Bren last season. But damn, was I wrong. These guys got the win against Falcons. I don't know how they got it done. As usual, I know the result because it's out there, but I don't know how they got it done. So this is my first reaction to the games. If you guys are new here, that's how it is. And proof that I've not watched it is because, well, I cast MPL all 3 days, so I actually can't watch it live. That's the only proof you'll get. Yeah, we're gonna go into this game. I'm gonna go through the drafts, go through the game. I don't know how the games were, if it was actually like dominant or close. But yeah, because Falcons beat Aurora. That I expected. 2-0. They also beat Aurora 2-0. I put Aurora pretty high up. Now we might have to see like a crazy shift in the power rankings for the mere recap. So yeah, the bans look already very different. In case you guys are only watching MPL Philippines and didn't actually watch MPL ID, Arlet for some reason is just not really that high in the prio list anymore. CC is though, so CC is right there. This so far is everything's quite standard, right? They ban out the 1-1, they ban out the CC. It really looks like they want to go utility. That's why the BONCHAN gets banned out. Yeah. So far, nothing too crazy. I think I'm gonna skip through just looking at the bans. Ruby. So it looks like they're setting up for a Lancelot pick, but Falcons can snatch it up. Juice in first pick for Falcons. So there you go. They get what they banked on. Oh man, that is such a good opening. Juice in for Lance and Kalea. I know like Juice in is very prio, guys, but I don't think Juice in is more prio than a Lancelot Kalea.
Or are they gonna just go for more standard and more common options? I mean,
is it more prio? At least in Indo, we don't usually see Juice in over Lancelot Kalea. Like when Lancelot's up, we usually see Lance over Juice in, but maybe because Indonesian players are more mechanical and we don't, usually play that slow macro game. ESON gets picked. That's why they were okay with it. But this is also a pick that we have not been seeing a lot in MPL ID, guys. The few times that we did get to see ESON, I think the only time I remember is Maykids playing ESON, and it got... Oh, it was Maykids and Vans. So Geek Fam played it, Dewa played it. We have a 0% win rate on ESON and MPL ID right now. I don't know how it is in MPL Philippines, but yeah, Indo ESON has been terrible. You always go Lance over ESON. The Gatot Kacha, to give you guys a bit of light as to why they went for the Gatot Kacha. Gatot Kacha is almost like an instant response to the Kalea. Every single time you see Kalea, you will always see a Gatot Kacha response. Almost every single time. Why? Kalea is a pick-off hero. When she goes in for any of the picks, let's say like she ults Juicin or ESON, Gatot Kacha gets a free ult on wherever the Tsunami Slam comes through. I'll probably see some of the examples in the game. But the Kimi choice is really good here. I like it, man. Like over the Eve.
okay.
Why? It's because right now Falcons have a lot of mobility. This composition is pretty mobile. The Eve doesn't do too well against that mobility. Kimi, on the other hand, is pretty solid because it's more sporadic, right? You don't need to set up a box like a real world PlayStation to commit to it. You can just keep on shooting. And it's a Gatot Kacha, not a Baksha. Doesn't do too well against the magic damage. So yeah, really good choice. This is it's not too unusual to see the Kimi here, but I think a lot of you guys will probably just go Yve, right? You guys are like, oh my god, #1 counter to the Juicin, go for Yve. But yeah, Kimi is also really good. Moskov Ben, Beatrix Ben. So basically what Twisted Minds wants from Falcons here is for Falcons to go Granger. I think. They might also just limit the Granger. Again, I've never seen the draft, so I don't know. But with the composition that they have, they would, I think, be happy to go up against a Granger. Why? Because the Lancelot should be able to dive through all of these guys quite easily. There you go. Granger doesn't get banned. They want, or they can pick it up themselves. Because I don't like Granger and Kimmy in the same team, though, you know? Man, this is getting interesting because I don't know what picks are left in the gold lane. Harith? Yeah, the Harith is actually solid. There you go. You know, okay, Harith is good. Probably going to be the choice. You already have Lancelot for the physical damage healer. You can go for another another XP lane for damage. Sol G. No Lapu means what? Do they want to go glue? Is that what they're going for? Ban Uranus. Actually, forgot about Uranus. Uranus also has been quite underwhelming in ID. That's the glue. Falcons. If I was in their position, it's tough. There's so much mobility on the other side, but I would just go for a safe Badang, Roam or XP. You can, you know, put them whatever. Oh, the Ruby is also a good way. Oh my god, I completely forgot, by the way. Yeah, I'm sorry the draft analysis is taking a while because in the past I usually don't pay attention that much to the draft. I don't, like, you know, analyze a lot, but in Indo we've had like absolutely horrible drafts the last week, the first week of MPL ID. So really want to actually appreciate good draft. So far, I like it. I've been able to call it. The Ruby, another reason as to why they banned the Ruby. Obviously, the Lancelot, like set of Lancelot, but also just taking away that combo, which is so valuable. ESON Shin pick into a Ruby. That's why I think that could have pushed Falcons into picking Lancelot first over Jusin after seeing the Ruby ban, because it was Twisted Minds were very ready to snatch the Lancelot and to go up against. Phoveus against this is just horrible, isn't it? Harith could have came here for Twisted, but they snatch it away, which is pretty good. But this is another really bad. Yeah. So Granger Kimmy is not the best, but looking at this composition, there's no one really to threaten anyone here. Like, Granger and Kimmy are literally going to be free 24/7. And yeah, this is a horrible Phoveus pick. I haven't watched the game. I know the results, so that's kind of like unfair because I know the results. I know they lost. But this is as bad as the Phoveus picks that we saw at MSC for Kirk against the Kalea and Glue. I'll be surprised if Ferds doesn't go two first turtles death. You know, if he doesn't die the first two turtles. Just like, if you guys watch MSC, Wolf said the same thing when he saw the Phoveus. I said the same thing on broadcast. It happened. Let's see. Also, mid prio is just so easy for this for Twisted Minds, dude. I just want to, again, like, give props to Twisted Minds. Yes, the Granger Kimmy in the same team is a bit greedy, but no one here can dive into the back. No one here can really threaten the back line. The only guy is this. The Badang could have been that angle, I would say, because you have a better gap closer. You have a better way to initiate on the back line to set up for some really nasty combos. That's why the Granger show comes up. Also, they probably would have gone for Harith, but Harith was snatched away, so Granger is the only other option available. Yeah, because of the Phoveus showing up, the Granger now is really good. If it was Badang, maybe I think Granger would have been a Bruno instead, maybe. Yeah, sorry for talking too much in the draft. You guys, hopefully, if you guys don't like, you know, draft analysis, you can skip. It's easy on YouTube. I'm surprised that they actually didn't win out the mid battle hard. I think should replay that. I'm sorry. I spoke too much about the drafts. I didn't get to see what happened in the mid lane. Oh, okay, they were looking for damage instead. All right. Okay. They're looking to trade. They did get mid prio, by the way, so they actually did win. I was blind. It's just the Brave Smite from Few keeping him alive. Wow, good take by MP. Two retries, man. Well played. Bargain Hunter for Few. Wow. That's an odd choice. Kimmy is so... sorry, not Kimmy. Kalea is so busted with the heals. Kalea is so busted. She's the only, like, roamer, I think, in the game that can actually survive that shit.
forcing your opponent to use a flicker very early on.
Maybe
just means
Gatot,
that Twisted Minds
but the
then
damage you have early on, plus that sustain, plus the sustain being for your mid laner too, for your other members on the team. Kalea's busted. Kalea's still busted.
I guess the side steps again.
Want to go fast. Wanna go
Wow. Good. Whoa. MP.
That's fast.
Wow.
Now that's fast.
That was well played. Yeah, mid laners, beware, guys. All right, if you're playing mid laner in this meta, you need to be very, very careful, especially when a mini wave is there and you're up against a Lancelot. This has happened so many times, even in ID. So yeah, it's not an ID only thing apparently. All right, I thought like maybe the mid laners in ID have just been overextending, not respecting Lancelot. Okay, it happens to few even. So yeah, it just. They're not used to playing against these hyper-aggressive lances, but yeah, be careful, guys. If you guys are playing mid lane, once you see level 4 on the lance, even level 3, if you're a weak mid laner, oh, hold up. Good stuff from MP, dude. Like MP is the only guy in my roster review that I didn't doubt. Kaloi's dead as fuck. Yeah, I said MP is really good. I've always rated the guy. So glad to see him finally get results, man. The guy made a big move. He could have just stayed and see you soon, won everything in Cambodia, but he made a move. Ferg is doing a good job in lane, though. 1 to 4, level 1 to 4 is still pretty good for Phoveus in lane. But yeah, that was literally good poke from MP. Yeah. So far it's actually as expected, but Falcons are playing better than I expected, especially after First Blood and having less mid prio. Falcons are doing better than expected for sure. Twisted Minds should have gotten that turtle for free. They should have been able to get more value out of it with all the leads that they have and with this kind of composition, but Falcons were able to fight it back. They played it really well. They had good XP prio. Ferg did a good job. I'm surprised he didn't die turtle 1 with this hero, but I guess it's also because the Kalea was not 4 in that fight.
A lot of pressure that's being applied onto the members of Team Falcons, and the way they're just able to
no unnecessary fights. Everything's still good.
Works so well for them. It's not even entirely on the
Noja.
setup by Kaloi just yet.
Great rotation.
We haven't actually seen
I'll be repeating a lot of things from the previous videos, guys, but if you guys are playing gold lane and Roam, always rotate to the gold lane, please. If you're up against a Granger, you need to help your gold laner get the gold crab for free, because if not, Granger will win out the lane. Even if he gets solo killed twice, Granger can still keep up with the gold because of the gold crab. So if you're up against Granger, rotate to gold lane, help your gold laner get that gold crab. Actually, not just Granger, anyone. You want to have your gold laner get the gold crab. That was a great gank, by the way, onto the glue. That gave him prio over turtle. Good usage of the river flow. You can rotate to the other side of the turtle to, get prio, and then you rotate quickly because of the river flow. Wow, Kaloi, good stuff. The AOG comes in. That's exactly what we're talking about the counter. Wow. Great fight by Falcons, dude. Really good fight by Falcons. The response to that play. There you go. That's the problem about the Phoveus, Like, initially, you're really good. Oh, they shouldn't take the long fights, dude. Oh, Falcons. They won that. They did so well. But, oh, wow. Okay. Did so well. But unfortunately, couldn't hold on to the lead. Hold up. Okay. I'm gonna roll back here, because I'm already seeing a lot of things that, again, that I pointed out earlier that I want you guys to know as well. I'm sorry if you guys don't like the style, but I have recently just found like a new love for the game of MLBB. Just now analyzing and pausing. Please broadcast MPL ID. Let me draw on screen in the official broadcast. But yeah, Falcons did a good job again with turtle setup. This is something you guys can utilize too, by the way, in your ranked games, especially if you have a lane that's winning, like the XP lane or a gold lane that's winning. Rotate to it. If it's on the opposite side of the turtle, you get that prio, and then with the prio, hopefully you're able to get the prio, right? You get like the enemy XP dead, or enemy XP has to recall, so you can rotate to the neutral objective first. That's step 1. That's how Falcons were able to get this position. Secondly, what I want to mention is the Gatot Kacha into the Kalea pick. We mentioned it earlier, why we see Gatot almost always when we see the Kalea. It's because of this. Kalea goes for the ult on the ESON Shin. No one can really follow it up here because the Gato Kache just slams them down, and everybody has to use their resources to move back instead. And Kyle was able to actually get it too. No MP. MP was zone, so yeah, good stuff. The mistake from Falcons was that they chased a bit too far. Like, this should have been Ferds walking back. Not really Falcons' fault, more on Ferds. A bit of an experience there, for sure. He just really wants to, you know, look for those moments. Twisted are just really good too. They punished. They saw that play, punished. Lansu would have been a free kill, I think, if Ferds just backed away there. So, little mistake from the XP, and it has crazy ramifications on the game. Every little thing in the Philippines gets punished. It's really fun to watch. That's why I had to replay it and show you guys exactly what individual play led to Twisted Minds winning that fight. And making Falcons' great early rotations XP to get prio gone. Like, that advantage not used properly. Well, it was used properly to get the turtle, but in the end, they couldn't capitalize fully. Great. Really good. This time, it's not that good because he actually, I think Ogun might have panicked there. Oh, nice mount on Few. Gets the range. Worth it, dude. Value. Does Sion have Sky Piercer? No, he doesn't, no. That's really good, though. XP for mid is always value, especially when you have a Kimmy on the other side, because the Kimmy gets more value. Kimmy will outscale Juicin. So, if you're able to stop the Juicin early game from making plays, from, you know, shutting him down, it's great. And again, the power of Kalea. Can just stand there, take all the damage, and be fine. So far, it's a really good game. There are some mistakes here and there. MP is good. Holy shit. Good stuff. Again, mid laners, be careful. After level 4, be extra careful against Lancelot. When there's a wave in mid and gold, and if you're low or half HP, or you're an immobile hero, careful. You're gonna get cooked.
Few could dodge away. He only has the Purify, and MP the King could just catch up to him. But it's different now. He has the Crimson Beacon. He has the Purify.
Good prio by Falcons. They're holding on to it. Oh no, Few had to use the Crimson Beacon there, and it was an off angle. Twisted doing a really good job. Lansu, good stuff. Wow. Yeah, that was just beautiful, dude. That was honestly beautiful. It started off like Falcons winning the fight, but Kaloy did everything for the team there, baited everything, and Lansu was perfect in. They baited all the resources. Marco had used ult, that was honestly really good, really beautiful. Yeah. So Sion didn't go Sky Piercer because of the Granger. I forgot why did I even ask that question? Yeah. No Sky Piercer, obviously. The Granger's gonna be the one Sky Piercer. Dude, that was so good. That was so good. I would love to replay that shit, dude. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna replay every little thing here because, again, the Indonesian games really got me disappointed this week. Gotta give props to Kaloy and Lansu for this fight. Even though the kills went to the other members, Kaloy and Lansu really were the MVPs here. They enabled everything. Gwen missed the taunt. That could have changed a few things, I would say. A little mistake there. But in the end, look at the amount of like ultimates they wasted here for Falcons. From Falcons, sorry. Falcons' strength really is to play within the Zaman Force, especially with the Harith, right? Maybe without the Harith, they could actually go for more of a sporadic fight. But it's to play with the Zaman Force and the Mountain Chakra. That's the instant burst they have. Because they used it to get Kaloy. I think this is a mistake on Falcons' part, but also it was kind of forced out because there was a mount down here. Marco couldn't have gone for anyone else, so he decided to just use the, you know, that ability over. But that kind of corralled everybody into a bad spot because, yeah, now it's free for MP, Noja and Sion to go for it. Marco doesn't even have the good, like the position to hold that Zaman Force. It's honestly really good by Kaloy, but mainly from Lansu. Kaloy with the bait. I don't know if that was intentional. I hope it was intentional. But then, like, the capitalization from Lansu, seeing that Kaloy has already done that. So 0-3, but again, he's baited the entire team. He's baited everybody. He's forced big resources. Even if he was caught here instead of here, he would have already baited some of those big ults, like the AOG, the Zaman Force, the Kalti's ult, Mountain Chakra. And man, the capitalization from Twisted. It's a signature BONCHAN team.
It looks, wow,
Whenever they get
in MPL,
any
all
winning
that is
team fight,
happening is just
any
really fast on
winning
the back line.
anything, a trade even, they will convert on objectives instantly. I think that's like a BONCHAN signature. They will. Sometimes it's actually forced, so that's a negative. Sometimes, you know, maybe BONCHAN pushes these players to convert on objectives a bit too much. Oh my god, MP!
Was that a solo kill we
Dude,
just saw?
MP, oh my lord. Oh my lord. And again, the Phobia. 0-3, hey! Chat, guys, don't pick Phobias into a fucking Kalea glue, alright? Never do that. I don't know why they did that. I have no idea. Were there no more XPs? MP! Dude, MP is nasty. This guy's good as fuck. Holy shit, man. So good, MP. Wow.
The calculated aggression.
Lansu's been doing really good. He stole the fight, like he won the fight for the Team Turtle too, but MP definitely deserves MVP after this one. Oh my lord.
We were
Yeah,
looking for
yeah,
the
just
benchmark.
solid
We were
stuff,
looking
man.
for where we were gonna
Solid,
place
solid
the
stuff.
lines in terms of their power levels. Man, they are showing us here non-stop the domination. MP the king, looking for the
Wow.
teammates he's most comfortable with. I think.
Look at the items. Nothing too crazy. It's standard build, Starlium Scythe on Super Marco, so not the Enchanted Talisman build. We've been seeing a lot of different Harith builds recently. Innocent likes to go Talisman. The rest usually just go for Starlium. Eman actually went for both Talisman and Starlium. I'm not too sure about that. Yeah.
With this lineup of former Onyx 9 Lives members.
Also proves to show how
Keeping MP was a great decision, dude.
I guess so.
He is an amazing jungler. He just needs a team.
Yeah, well, decent Kimmy games I've seen in a while.
Oh, did it go for the
Man, look at that.
flicker?
Goes in, baits out the ult, and there you go, Phobius. Yeah, guys, please never pick Phobius into... Holy shit, that's actually really good. Twisted. That was way too greedy. What happened there? How did they get caught by that? Oh, Nausea just miscalculated. That should have been way better by Twisted there from their backliners. A bit lousy from Nausea, walking up and missing the... miscalculating the AOG. He walked up and he got stunned. Yeah, if they got those free hits, I think it still should have been a Twisted Minds win. So, oh, big shutdown too. That was really more on Nausea than it was Falcons forcing that error. Nausea just walked into the AOG. He was out of it.
They have a little bit of footing to get Super Marco into the mix. He's 1-1-4 right now, but it does feel like they have some firepower.
He's a rookie though, so give him some. I don't know. That's kind of it's a very bad mistake though. Like even if he's a rookie, that was a pretty bad mistake. MP doing what he can. It's interesting that Twisted Minds still are gonna go for this. I guess because they saw the ESON Shin. This is a man. They actually try to gamble. Holy shit, that was so bad. What? At least they'll get. Oh my god, Ferge! No, dude, the Phobius is so. I'm not. Hey, Ferge, it's not on you. It's not on you. Trevor, why? Why'd you put Ferge? Oh man, I bet you Ferge got hate for this match. I bet you. Dude, so Twisted took that fight because they knew that Falcons had to all in? Is that it? Because it looks like so bad because some of the members were just not there, right? Obviously, Falcons would have the advantage initially. But I'm guessing that they kind of know that Falcons have to use everything, like their cycle of skills, to get that, and then they'll be stuck. So I have to take back the fact that I said it's really bad. Again, you gotta understand that I've been seeing a lot of really bad MLBB recently. And every time that kind of thing happens, it's usually not calculated. I'm gonna have to say, my bad, Twisted Minds. I don't know if that was intentional though. If it was intentional, if that was calculated, holy shit, it was really, really good. If it was like, just, yeah, it probably is. Again, I'm sorry if I'm doubting the calculations. I've seen too many bad games. If you guys haven't seen some of the Indonesian games in week 1,
For sure. I mean,
Stay away.
That
Just
was
keep
a good
watching
play from
this
Falcons.
because
They're
it'll
severely
ruin
outgunned right now.
your vision or your. Oh man, Ogwen.
Oh
my God. Great pick. Again, look at the kite back. Lansu staying in the front, playing it safe, waiting for those big resources. Now they're gonna try. Oh, MP! Oh my goodness, dude. Okay, Twisted are clean. This. They are so good.
When it comes to this Lancelot, it is showing so far how strong it can
Wow.
be. And up
Wow.
front, they could
11
maybe go for the
minutes?
finish here.
No way.
The King will be
MP.
missing
All
out.
right. All right. I feel. MP? What the fuck?
God.
Oh my lord. And oh my god. All right, Marco still gets away.
Oh my goodness, that
MP!
Super Marco, it could have been an end angle, but Twisted Minds are still going for it. Nosha picks up the
Dude,
kill on Ogwen.
that was nasty.
Twisted Minds,
What the
they
fuck?
are dissecting Team Falcons right now. Not just MP the King. The entire team know their role.
It was unnecessary, by the way. Like, he shouldn't have been there. But the fact that he got another kill, like, he got. The fact that he outplayed Kyle. Oh man, that was so. Oh, that's a tilter for sure, man. He's so deep. Look at it. Oh my God, Lancelot. Oh my God, beautifully done, my friend. Wow. MP the King. Wow. Wow, guys. Wow. 80 stacks on the Granger. You know what? You've redeemed yourself, Nosha, for after miscalculating the AOG.
I think even the basic, the basic
Yeah, they can't do anything now.
really
Tempo,
mattered at that
all
point. Probably
for
also
Twisted
the
Minds.
which he has
What is tempo?
already picked up, but even
Basically,
despite what happened
control
here,
over the
Twisted
map.
Minds, they still
What you can do
feel
around the map.
constantly in the
They can do everything. Falcons are stuck within their own, like their boundaries of vision and turrets.
For sure.
They won't. No place is a safe place for them. So they always have to kind of like play behind their turrets, or they gotta group up together to open up. And even then, they are putting themselves at risk. So they have to group up. They constantly have to like look for angles. Meanwhile, Twisted could just play everywhere on the map. As long as they push in the waves, they'll have more pressure around here.
Since Falcons base is already open.
And there's actually no pick potential for Falcons. Again, why I expected more of a Badang is because at least you'll have a little bit more pick, right? You have a way to pick off your opponents. Here, they're very reactive as a team. There's no real initiator. The Phobius should have been the initiator if they went and snowballed like 3-4K at the start with Turtle 1 and 2. But again, there's almost no way that will happen against a Kalea Glue, against a team in MPL. Philippines. Gotta emphasize that, because in ID it'll probably still happen. If you guys haven't already noticed, I'm very disappointed with the game so far that we've had. In week 1 of MPL ID.
And Twisted knows it. They know it.
Great
very
slow
well.
push
They're
into
playing,
top
they're
lane, far lane, and they're gonna hold this Lord. A lot of like small mistakes happen when teams hold on the Lord. Wait, I'll talk about it later. Well played. NPCs that the Harith is up top, and this is going to be a free fight. At least it should be. Yeah, without the Harith, it should be free. It is free. Nosha buys all those items. That's the redemption we were waiting for. It's still way closer than I expected, though. Nosha, oh my God, he gets the Sky Piercer right in the end. Marco gets the Lord. But it's worth it. They've won the fight. No Zaman Force. That should be a free one. Nosha gets the kill on Ogwen, and they just go for the mid lane as Lansu continues the chase. Well played. Good stuff. It's over here, right?
Yep,
It is over.
No problem. Here comes MP
Hold up.
King.
Hold up.
He's
Wait.
cutting off
No
Super
way.
Marco. You cannot clear this minion wave, or at least you will try. But it's really hurt like hell. And now we're going.
Yeah, Marco's dead. All right.
That's gonna be going down.
So yeah, let's talk about that. All right. Again, a lot of knowledge for you guys. When you have this much tempo on the map, what do? You just start a slow push and a slow on the far lane. All right. Start a slow push on the far lane. Let it happen. Someone's gonna have to deal with that. If they don't deal with that, you constantly lure dance. Okay. If they don't deal with that, they're gonna lose a turret. If they do deal with that, you can force a fight, or you can get lured, depending on who goes up top. So yeah, how do you counter this? Usually, you gotta be decisive as a team on the other side, because the enemy team, especially when they're holding it this well, a lot of times, especially teams like if you're playing in ranked or small tournaments, teams who do this to you don't have proper control over the Lord. They have a slow push and they will just like hold the area, but they won't be resetting the Lord towards them. Just notice how MP and Twisted never actually give Falcons the control, right? Like Falcons try many times to actually pull it here in case Twisted Minds lets it go, and Falcons can just hold on it and go for the blitz. That way, it makes it 50. Like Falcons basically force a gamble, a 50-50, which is good for the losing team. When you're winning, you never want to go for a 50-50, guys. So the fact that Falcons can try it a 50-50 and like gamble will be great for Falcons. Twisted never lets this happen. They always hold it here, and Falcons just can't walk up, right? In the end, that's why Falcons are like, all right, we got to send Mirko up top. We got to send someone up top, and it's not going to be the ESON Shin because that will be Free Lord. They send the Harith up top, and you have to look at Twisted Minds because the timing of when Mirko shows up and when the Lord resets should have already been like a good time for any other lower tier team to fuck up on Twisted Minds side. Why? Because they'll be like, oh fuck, we reset the Lord. We should have just stuck the Lord, and now we're gonna do the Lord again, right? We're gonna basically start from full HP, and that was what Falcons was expecting. But instead, right as Twisted Mind sees the Harith, they don't go for the Lord again. Just like again the average teams, they just go and fight, which is a risky move. It's not completely like advantageous, not 100% win for Twisted Minds, which is again the win con that they want to play with. But it's a better shot than a pure 50-50. So they're taking that. This is, if you're a good team, you can take these very like instant decisions, okay? You'll have a few seconds where you can go in. But again, this is the example, or this is the proof of why you need to be really good to pull this off. Because when you go in like this, you compromise you compromise your position. You compromise that advantage you have, especially if you have a front to back composition, because you're diving into a dive comp. You're diving into a comp that's very reactionary. Like we said earlier, this is a reactionary composition. You got to be really, really good, and that's why it's a risk that they were willing to take, because they think they're good. They think, and they are good. You know, the item swaps, the targeting, everything needs to also be spot on. It's not a decision that you can randomly make and win. It's not the obvious choice. Twisted Minds went for it because they were confident in themselves. They were obviously good enough to be that confident, and then it works out very well for them. So yeah, those are the little things you guys can take. You have to be very fast with these decisions, by the way, and everyone needs to be on the same page. When the shot caller makes a call, you have to be there. If you don't, you're cooked. If any one of the Twisted Minds members hesitated on that initiation, this would have been a Falcons win. That's the experience Falcons are playing with, and that's a little margin that they're playing with. You see this? You see like 4 members still up compared to a wipeout. You think it's like a complete wipe, and Falcons had no chance there, but no. That was way closer than it should have been. And you got to give props to Falcons for actually being able to react pretty well into that all-in. A lot of other teams, lower tier teams, would have panicked. Yeah, well played. Really good game of MLBB. I don't know if all games are like this in Philippines, because again, I didn't watch a single game. This is the first game I watched, but I'm already very, very impressed. Let's go into game number 2 to see how that happened. Because game 1, in a way, a bit of a draft, but again, you always have to have stellar execution even with an advantageous draft in the Philippines, and that's what Twisted Mind showed. Did not expect the rookie lineup plus MP to be this good in their debut. Yeah, let's move on to the next one.